Hi and welcome to the vlog. I'm Toma. Alice is sitting at the table doing some colouring. I'm sitting next to my orchids. I love orchids. At the moment my orchids don't really love me. Some of my orchids are doing really well. Like this one's fine. That one could possibly do with being repositioned a little bit. This one, oh heavens. But it has a lot of keikis, which is new orchid babies that I'm going to take off and plant. We've got one here that is flowering. This one here is really quite dehydrated, but it is giving up a new stem of flowers. Yeah, here we have one that really needs cleaning up. And I have a couple. I've got this one, can you see? Underneath the other plant's leaf, that one. And that one that are practically dead, and I'm gonna see if I can actually revive them. So I have some sphagnum moss that I've been soaking, and I have some orchid plant matter here that I have also been soaking.
I actually do want to help you, buddy.
You do want to help me, cool. I've got some water here, I've got stones, I've got stuff. Here are two little keikis that I planted up yesterday. They are keikis from this one. And this one is flowering, so I'm not going to do anything else with this one because I don't want to stress it. We're just going to make sure that it has a chance to recover and rehydrate a bit. But that means that we have the start of a new purple orchid. These are called dendrobiums. And this is a dendrobium that really needs some help. This is very dehydrated, it's gotten loads of keikis. We're going to take the keikis off and replant them.
What are the keikis?
The keikis are the little baby flowers. So here, these two are keikis from this one.
Oh, because you picked the keikis from, so you can plant it.
Yeah, so look here. Can you see here? Here's like a new plant with new roots. That's a keiki. Here is another one, new plant, new roots. There's loads on them on this.
But you take the keikis off and I soak them in water.
Great idea. Okay, so that's all the keikis off this one. If I take the rest of this out, it's really overcrowded and very unhealthy roots. It can probably give me even more keikis if I want to, but to be honest, I don't really care because I've got loads and loads, but I don't think that it will necessarily recover these stems and start flowering again. It could perhaps, but I'm just happy with all the keikis. One of the reasons that I love orchids is because they thrive on dust and neglect. But yeah, I think my orchids are telling me you can have too much of a good thing. They're like, there's a little bit too much neglect.
Come on.
So,
Come here.
yes. Okay, so this is actually a very healthy orchid. I don't know if you can see that we've got healthy green roots in there, nice and thick. It's very dusty. I'm going to give it a dusting and then just leave it to do its thing somewhere.
Can I dust?
Of course you can.
I'm going to be very careful.
Yeah, I know.
Dusting. Oh, that one is definitely dusty. I'm going to dust it. You do the yucky stuff and I don't need to.
I do the yucky stuff so you don't need to. Fair exchange, my love.
I don't need to do the yucky stuff. Mommy does the yucky stuff. I'm going to clean this. Like
This one has seen better days.
Look, there's a little leaf on there.
Yeah, but there's a new little baby leaf coming, so let's take this out of the pot and see what we're dealing with.
Where's the little baby leaf?
There.
Oh, that's so tiny.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? We've got some root rot.
Root rot?
Yeah, root rot.
What is a root rot?
It's when the roots have rotted.
Rotted?
They've gone all soft and gooey and disgusting.
Ew.
Yeah, so we're going to cut the deceased roots off. But we do have some healthy roots. So I'm going to rinse these off and then I'm going to repackage this orchid, replant this orchid in some new potting medium.
Mommy, I actually do want to do the yucky stuff, but where have I got it?
Oh, so you want your gardening gloves?
Yes, I can do the yucky.
Oh, but I don't know where they are right now.
Special gloves on. They're kind of big.
They are, yeah. I've taken my splint off because it's just getting dirty and wet, so I have to be a little bit careful now. Okay?
I got these gloves on. They have very long nails. They are white long nails.
Okay.
I need to go through the plants.
Oh, goodness me.
Oh. Yeah.
It's like an obstacle course, isn't it?
Yeah. Or like
The orchids are lava.
Okay.
Okay, right. See, that's a healthy root, and this is a healthy root. This one is a healthy root.
Whoa, we're doing under there.
Yeah, but all of these ones,
No.
not healthy.
Drop time.
That's okay.
Oh, these look like noodle sticks. Oh, I like these noodles. Nom nom nom.
Pop a little bit more.
A little bit more.
Yeah, over here.
Okay. A little bit more.
Yeah, a little bit more, please.
I'm doing yucky stuff with these gloves on.
Mm.
Now my hands won't get dirty.
Do you want to do the stuff we need to do to try and save the two orchids that are almost completely dead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
This one's nearly dead. It might be completely dead, but I think we can revive it. And this one's nearly dead.
oh.
Yeah?
So,
what are we going to do? We are going to make
we're going to get
a
the
special...
background off.
We are going to make a special orchid incubator. Do you know what an incubator is?
No.
An incubator is a special container that they put very sick babies in. They did that for Elin. Elin was in an incubator. It's like a glass box, and in that incubator there was stuff that helped her breathe.
Is that an incubator?
So we're going to make a special incubator for the orchids.
That is not
We're going to make basically a special place for the orchids to recover when they're super duper 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 sick. We're going to put some sphagnum moss.
Are they super duper sick now?
They are, yes, they are super sick. So we're going to put,
Some of them there, I want to.
yeah, and we need actually a fair bit in the bottom there.
There's water in there.
Yeah, I know, because it was dry moss. You can take big chunks of it as long as you can get them into.
Chunky.
Mm-hmm.
2 handfuls. Oh, this is a big chunk.
Yeah,
Very big chunk.
very big chunk.
Do we need lots in there?
Let's have a look. I think we need a little bit more. Okay, that's excellent. And now I'm going to pour some water in. Oh, making a mess.
But I haven't got any water on my hands because I have the gloves on.
This is creating a very humid environment
I'm learning about shoes and else. And shoe makeup.
without having to put the roots or what's left of the roots into water where they will rot. So let's take this out. Do we have anything alive on this, Alice?
No. Oh, there's a root.
Okay.
Gloves on.
Oh, my hands are so dirty. Here is what's left. I have 2 roots that aren't quite dead yet, and I have some very sad looking leaves. So I'm going to put this in my orchid incubator now and leave it alone and see if it recovers.
I want to go and sit down now. I don't want to fix up the orchids anymore.
That's all right, you go and sit. Right, here is the next one. And this one is even worse off. It hasn't got a single living root. I have no idea if this can recover. No idea whatsoever, but we're going to put it in here and see what happens. I had to put the splint back on because it was hurting too much. And if I'm going to keep doing this, I need to protect the splint because basically it was just getting dirty and wet and I didn't like it.
I got new clean gloves on.
Oh, so I'm going to be wearing gloves now. We are going to be planting keikis.
Yeah, they are a little bit big for you, just a teensy little bit, because I can see it's a little bit off the fingers, you see.
Yeah.
They're a little bit big.
Little bit big. Very big for you, a little bit big for me. Okay, we need...
I only have no fingers.
A mixture of...
There's black on there.
bark and sphagnum.
Bark and sphagnum.
Sphagnum moss.
Sphagnum moss.
Mm-hmm.
Move this plant out of the way. Sphagnum moss. Oh, I'm going to get some of this.
Yep.
I'm going to put them in now.
Yeah. Everything here is wet right now. Which is funny because orchids don't actually want things that wet. But we have to soak the bark. And we have to soak the moss.
Soak moss?
Soak the moss.
Moss, oh.
Yeah. Which is not quite as funny as bark.
Mummy, I'm a little puppy.
Are you? I've got a dog. Are you a naughty puppy or are you a good puppy?
A good puppy.
Oh. Who's a good puppy? Who's a good puppy? That wonderful afternoon, early evening with Alice is now actually a week and a half ago already. Because, you know, time flies. But we did get, well, not quite all of the orchids done that evening. I did the remaining ones the next day and tied it up because, oh my God, that was a mess. And now I realise that I own 20 orchids. And I'm wondering if there's a sort of orchid addiction group out there that could, I don't know, maybe maybe I could talk to somebody about this. Who needs 20 orchids? It's not like I don't have other plants. I have loads of other plants, but I have 20 orchids. They have been left alone for a while. They've just actually sat on, on my exercise step here and been really crowded for this week and a half that I haven't been recording. But I have now put them out in the various places of the house where I think I want to keep them. I don't know how safe this is as a place, but for now it will do. So here are my keikis. It would be so ironic if I dropped this right now. I cannot tell whether they have rooted, whether they're thriving or anything like that. It's far too early. I'm going to have to give it several months before I can say anything about how they're doing. But they are here. I have a whole bunch of orchids up here that were all replanted and sorted out. And they are spread around the house in various places. I know some of you will go, how is the orchid incubator going? And it's here. The one that has some living roots is there. The leaf rotted off actually, so it doesn't have the leaf anymore, but it still has a couple of roots. So I'm letting them be. The one with no living roots got moldy and that wasn't quite the kind of growth I was going for. And then I have these two that I took off one of the bigger ones. And I'm just curious to see if they will grow new roots. So mostly I'm just gonna put this one down in my bedroom maybe, or maybe in here, somewhere, and leave it the hell alone. Okay? And in a year's time I might be able to answer whether this worked or not. It's an experiment. But we had a lovely time together, Alice and I. I love how much she wants to be with me and help me do things, and it was a beautifully positive experience that whole day. I guess at some point I will give you an orchid update. That was an awful lot of orchids in one hit. But as I say, I have a bit of a problem with orchids in that I just have too many. But I do appreciate you watching my vlogs. I hope you've been entertained, maybe even learned one or two things. There are much better channels when it comes to ongoing orchid care. And yeah, have a beautiful day. Talk to you again very soon. Bye.